Hello, men, women, and sorors, and welcome back to Let's Play Space Engineers Season 2. As you can see, the Enterprise is fully operational. For the most part, I decided I'm not going to bother with the ladder thing. There's no real good equipment in this game, so just going to have to use jetpack to get up that vertical chasm. But I did finish doing all the shenanigans, got all the blocks wired up. I don't have this running here because, you know, programming blocks probably going to create lag on the server. Suppose they fixed this and let us past the scratch on the glass. Maybe I gotta tear down the glass, we'd pilled it or something. Maybe I'll do that off camera, see if that works. But anywho, enough meandering, got the ship fully powered, so you've got pressure, well, sort of. Apparently on this server, the oxygen pressurization for ships is disabled because I heard that creates problems with lag on the server. So, no oxygen pressurization. Gotta figure that out now before building all these air vents. Ah well. Point is, the Enterprise is operational, her guns all have some ammo, reactors got a good amount of fuel. I need to get more uranium though, because that thing burns to fuel. Put 20 ingots in there, it's going to get me through a day at idle power. But anyway, that's not what we're going to be focusing on today. Today, what we're actually going to do is we're going to take Outpost Alpha here and improve it significantly, because this has been our home for the last 10 episodes or so. And I figured we're not just going to tear it down. We're going to leave it here as a fully operational outpost, so we can retreat to once we work on the lunar base. So, the main thing we want to do with this is pretty much just expand it a bunch, give it some walls, give it a small CIC, and this also got burned off, probably because of the thrusters on this thing, so, well, we're going to make a proper landing pad as well, so that shouldn't be too much of an issue from now on. So, let's get started on this. We don't want light armor blocks. Let's get to work, and unlike the building of the Enterprise, this is going to be mostly on camera. Let's grab a ton of these. The color around. Oh, whoa. Interesting. It actually shows the orientation now. Interesting. Interesting. Alright. The layout of this is going to be a little bit confusing from now on because of the way things work. Not going to be able to access the refinery directly anymore, but sacrifice. Well, we could bring this out one. Nah. I'll just say sacrifices must be made. I'll have to remember that's there, though, in case I decide to do anything with it. Okay, I'm probably going to expand in this direction a bit, maybe one block or so. And this back wall should be fine. Might leave this, might use it as a connection port, because the landing pad's going to be over here, so I can probably run the conveyors out here. Probably not a bad idea. From here, we'll expand that out in that direction. Back here. Get these blocks welded up. Get ourselves our back wall. That's going to be torn down. I'm going to need to expand that a bit. To knock some of this rock out. There we go, that clears up a little bit of space. Yeah, that gives us a little more room to work with. We're going to add the ceiling on. Okay, this. I also moved the cargo containers to over here because I'd have to tear them out to expand. That in a little more. Back wall. Let's these up. I'm not going to bother welding these up because that's just scaffolding. Just keep it in place. What do I do with that? Well, one thing's for sure, I can tear this. I'm going to be tearing this off. I'm going to replace this with a few actual Gatling guns. This is also going to be tearing off, and I'll probably run it through that direction. Okay. good. Conveyor tubing, that's all gotta be there. So the wall can go a little bit like this. Okay, that's in place. Put this up. Okay. I might put the ceiling up, maybe leave this port open and put a Gatling gun on top of it. That might not be a bad idea. First things first, let's switch the paint over. Okay, that's all in place. 12 is up. Ceiling. Yeah, I need to tear this off for sure. Okay, that I need to leave open so I can access the assembler. Now what I think I'll do is I'm actually going to tear this out. I'm going to replace that with an actual, what's my doodle? What's it called? Conveyor junction thingamadoodle. And from there, I'm going to be able to throw a cryo chamber onto that. Smartness. Okay. Let's grab conveyor junction, wherever the hell that is. There they are. Okay. And here's where the cryo chamber will be connected to. I'll have access to the assembler through there. Or through the roof there. The sidewall. Light seat's gonna be torn out eventually. Okay, this is looking good. Just taking a sip of lemonade. No, the design is right. That's not a lot of room to put a gun up, but let's see if we can do it. Gatling turret. You know, let's actually see what the weapons do we got. I got 30mm gun. Wow, the build box in this is much smaller. You can't even fit a Gatling gun in there. What else we got? 300mm? No. Too big. With the Gatling guns. Bertha's and David's. Bofors. The Vulcan gun. It's another mod. I think this is the battle cannons mod. Yeah, these build boxes are pretty freaking tiny compared to what we get in vanilla. Maybe I could throw a Vulcan in there. Let's build them. Well, to their credit, they are a bit more expensive. Well, actually, yeah, this is, well, depends on how you look at it, I suppose. see if we knock a little bit of the surroundings out. So can't put that there. What's the issue here? Oh, up. Yeah. Pretty bad ceiling. Some of that. Still too much. Yeah, that digs too. Okay. I think we're gonna put a Vulcan. This station will use Vulcan guns. A little different, and well, it's the only thing that fits right now. Okay. 61 Vulcan. Actually, I need to make that white sort of color. Well, actually, that should be red. Ceiling? Okay, and then the outer wall I'll work on in a minute. I might get the welding ship for this. Be a little faster. Alright, so... as for everything else in this... that looks good for length. This should be ends of it. Good. Definitely want that there. Don't quite know where the landing. Well, maybe the landing pad attachment will be somewhere around here. So that's gonna be where the doors are, probably. That's a bit of a squeeze. That'll work. And then crouching will be somewhere here. Probably want the door though. Okay, that looks good. Now let's load up that. There it is. Let's load up the welding ship. Materials. Now let's weld this up. Good. I'm so glad to help those welding ships. I don't know how much snow we're taking to build the Enterprise by hand. Ugh. bit better. Still not the prettiest thing on the planet, and to be honest, it looks like kind of like a shack in space. Could probably actually round out the bottom a bit, make it look a little better, save some resources. Probably should do that. Should the resources from the cart here. There we go. Now we can shut you off. Go ahead and do this. Although if I did that, we'll go for the shack in space design, because if I did that, it'd just be more red than white. Red's more the accent color, so alright. Maybe this shouldn't be here yet. Yeah, that's not out of place, just not necessary at this point. Probably put a mount point in there. Nope. I'm going to have to expand this out a bit to add the command center in. Tearing something else out. No, do not go there. Alright. We add this in. So check the time of the episode. Okay. Tear the sides off. There. Might be a little narrow. I know getting past that medical bay is going to be a bit of a pain, but it'll work out in the end. Hopefully. Maybe. I don't imagine we're going to be spending much time here. I just want to give us an option, a fallback point, if you will. Okay, let's actually get the parts we need to finish this Vulcan off. That's what I need for this. 30 construction components, 2 metal grids. Metal grids. 12 small steel tubes and 8 motors. And 10 computers. Chamber in here. The interior plates and other shenanigans for that. There we go. Actually, yeah, that's going to be white. Okay, idle movement off. Target missiles, yes. Target everything pretty much. Aiming radius, we'll set that 400 because I don't think they'll be getting much inside the caves. I mean, I doubt this is 400 meters even. This is just to take out anything that gets inside, I suppose. I'll have to check with the Vulcan fires later as well. And last thing we're going to do this episode, we're going to get this working, this cryo chamber. Pardon me. 40 interior plates, 20 construction components. Let's see, 8 motors, 8 displays. And 30 computers, 10 bulletproof glass. we go. And let's throw this cryo tube in. There we go. Like it. And what else? Let's see, where are doors? There are doors. Door, door, door. Oh, door. Okay, I need 10 interior plates, 40 construction components. Gonna add this door in because why not? I'm gonna have to add it in eventually. Four small steel tubes, 2 motors, a display, and 2 computers. I've forgotten how many small steel tubes we need, so I'll have to add these in and check. I think it was 4. Yep, 4. And that is exterior door technology. I'm not gonna bother with pressurization because they've been so often. They decided to put it back in. It's an easy fix. I can knock out a few conveyors and extend them. Won't be too difficult. I'm gonna have to whip this out at some point as well. Okay, next. We need a sliding door here. Okay, 40 construction components, 4 small steel tubes. And 15 bulletproof glass, 2 displays, okay, 4 motors, display, 15 bulletproof glass, and 2 computers, I believe it was. Yep. Still gonna make an airlock because I like airlocks. I think they look better. And if they ever, re-add the pressurization option, I'll be ready. But that will truly be it for this episode. Oh, we got most of Outpost Alpha's main section. Got its first defense turret. I'm gonna add one or two more of those to give it a better field of fire. But that'll be it for this episode. Next episode, we're gonna continue working on the base. Hopefully, get the CIC area built. And maybe start working on the landing pad. Who knows? But until next time, remember, pick up a controller and have a good time. Peace out, peoples.